I will say this. Okay. Oh God, I do have to ask this: is there a way to get them to shut up? Rook, when I was traveling, was just like every 5 seconds.
That is another flaw with this game. The pawns do not shut up, but you can help get your pawn so that they shut up.
That's an interesting question. Let's say I can't really find other people I want to have in my party that I like. Is this game doable with just my main pawn? Let me guess. Yes, but I would have to over-level to the extreme.
I mean, sort of, kind of, yeah. I mean, like...
You don't suggest it?
Please don't.
Okay. Can I use the same 2 pawns over and over? Like, can I have a party of 4 that I consistently use? Or is it kind of like just who's available at the time?
Okay, so, are you online with this?
Yes.
Okay.
I know that you go online and you use other people's pawns. I just don't know if they're always available.
What? Oh, you're on Xbox, aren't you?
Yup.
Damn. I could have let you use my girl.
Oh, no. I want to do, okay, I don't know if you're familiar with the Drizzt Orden stories. I kind of want to make his party, and I'm sure I could probably find pawns that somewhat fit them. The problem is, will I always be able to use those pawns?
You can actually search for pawns, and there's probably some fan out there who's made, representations of these characters.
That's awesome. My question would be, will they always be available?
Well, you can search the entire world of pawns anytime.
Okay, good. So it's not like, well, this one has to be online, or you just can't use it, or
no,
anything like that.
no. It's not. It's not that pawns and their Arisens are online or not. It's that pawns are exposed to the database when you do certain things. And so, like, you are going to upload your pawn basically automatically when you get him.
Now, here's one more question. Let's say I use the same pawn over and over. I know the pawns are certain levels. Do they not ever level up with me?
Yours will, others will not.
So then I can't use the same ones over and over.
No.
That sucks.
If they were your friends' pawns and they were leveling up in their friends' games as well, if you dismissed them and then resummoned them, they would be leveled up then.
I see. Well, so the idea of being able to use Wolfgar and Brunor for the whole time is just not going to work because I'll out-level them.
Right.
Okay, well, then I'll just get 2 random people and hope they don't displease me.
Oh my.
But, so back to romance mechanics, because there's more. So you can raise affection, and through certain actions, some of which are more violent than others, you can lower it. Got it.
Throwing people off cliffs, I'm assuming, not the best way to their heart.
Grabbing people will, well, not only will it queue you up for arrest, but it will lower affection considerably. You have to grab them and then put them down repeatedly, and you can also lower affection just slightly by drawing your weapon in front of somebody, or having your weapon out when you approach people.
So
you'll see them flinch, and that lets you know that affection has been lowered.
I see.
So with the romance mechanic, how far does it go with, like, romance? Do you have to, like, marry this person? Is there a child involved? Like, how far do they take it?
This answers, like, endgame things.
Oh. Never mind.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it spoils the quote-unquote romance.
Yeah, I can find all that stuff out on my own.
I was just curious.
So here's an important thing, because I was thinking about my pawn, my main pawn, actually being...
You cannot romance your pawn.
Right.
This
well,
is
I assume now.
And the... It is...
So I was planning on making my pawn basically his love interest, but now I will probably not do that because that would just be really weird to have my love interest standing there and I'm romancing someone else. That would be weird.
Well, that would not only be weird, but because of reasons, that would be even more weird later. You
Yeah.
will see what I mean.
Okay, then.
But a lot of people, like, try to make their pawn either the opposite gender or someone that they would find attractive or something like that, and that can have some pretty weird consequences later. So I would recommend not doing that.
Actually, what I have in mind probably will still be a girl. So.
Okay.
And I will deal with whatever awkwardnesses may come.
Okay. You just have to be prepared for these awkwardnesses to come in critical moments.
That's fine.
Okay.
Basically, the idea is because I'm looking at who would complement my character the best, and honestly, I think I need a spellcaster, and the best one I can think of that would have some connection to Drizzt is a girl by default. So I'll just make a girl.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm gonna blow it up.
But, yeah, so you can lower affection by punching people. That lowers it a lot. You can lower it by drawing your weapon and sheathing it repeatedly in front of, someone.
Mm-hmm.
Or near them. And looking for the flinch to see if it worked. You can lower it by picking them up, and putting them down repeatedly, but don't do this in town. Because that's bad.
Got it.
And there's something else you can do, but I can't remember what it is, and it isn't very effective anyway. Yeah. So, what you need to watch out for, when you think you're getting into a danger zone with, somebody's affection or something like that, is a glowing halo, or a sparkly sound when you talk to them. It'll be a glowing pink halo. You can't fucking miss it. It's really anime.
Got it.
Somebody's got a phone.
Or a vibrator.
What? Oh, yeah, I do. Hey, how about that? It's amazing. My microphone picks up my phone better than I do. I don't see a quest marker. Game.
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to look for, like, because I'm going to the quest of the Lost Faith, searching for that missing book, and it says if you set this as your priority quest, the quest marker will appear on your map. No, it won't. Oh, yeah.
Open list?
Open list?
Yeah.
You mean
Like
this
the
one?
quest list.
Oh, quest list, yes.
And then, oh, well,
Oh, view
yeah,
on map.
that
Hang
one's
on.
not going to appear on your map because you're supposed to search for it yourself. Would you like a hint?
Yeah, because it's the difference between spending half an hour looking and not.
You know the guy who said he dropped it?
Uh-huh.
He kind of says where he dropped it near.
I actually was looking for that and I missed it somehow. Because I was like, I'm sure he said he dropped it somewhere, but I didn't actually hear him say where he dropped it.
Yeah, go talk to him again.
I shall do so then.
He doesn't specifically say, I think I dropped it near blah 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 blah. He says he dropped it when the dragon came. But
Right. When the dragon came to the beach and I searched the beach and it was not there.
no, it is not on the beach. He specifically says certain locations that will clue you into where it is.
Then I will go and talk to him again. So
How
I
long
was on
do
the
you
right
shoot?
track. I'm not observant enough to. By the way, I love this ability to fire 3 arrows at once. It is pretty freaking awesome.
I love the thief class so much.
Me too. I tend to be a thief in a lot of stuff I play. Ah! No. Get off me. Get off me.
You don't let him hit you like that, man?
No. No, I will not.
Oh, no.
Where's my phone?
Where's the brine?
Oh, get over here.
Ugh.
Good. I'm glad this is a mechanic.
Me too.
Well, you still haven't found out if throwing the body at someone does damage.
Yes, it does, actually. I did find out.
Oh,
It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does do damage.
Oh, that's lame.
More importantly, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does stun them. So it actually is a viable mechanic.
I don't know. I feel like if I got hit with a giant body, it would do a little bit more than stun me.
Well, it does a little bit of damage, just not a lot.
Yeah, but I imagine an orc weighs like 160 pounds.
I'm with you. I agree.
I don't know. I feel like that'd be a very... I like the idea of the throwing class more and more the more you do it.
Too bad there aren't travelers on the road. Just wait till someone passes and then... Hurrah! Oh my god!
Kill the horse by accident.
Oh god, oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to punk you.
But don't worry, the body's full of candy.
It's not full of candy.
That's when you run away.
Okay, so what else?
No, Mark of Wisdom. I actually will not be making Canterbury as a main pawn simply because. Oh, hi, Rook. Well, you stay right there. I'll be back soon. I'm not gonna make Canterbury as a pawn because I'll get Rook up. That's just mean. Because if I can't romance her, there's no point in having Canterbury, especially since Canterbury would just be a mirror of what I am. She's an archer, so really.
Oh my god, is Rook dead on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what happens. Wow.
That is what happens.
That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that means?
No.
Now that you have Rook back, you know what that means?
I gotta feed him to the bride. No.
Absolutely.
No. I gotta find a kid. That's what I gotta do.
Well, someone in Strat said
I don't
romance
think there are
then
any
Rook.
children, except for a couple in this town.
Oh well. If I come across one. But otherwise, I'm not gonna spend time and effort searching.
Kidnapping.
Hello?
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Hey, a moment. I would not ask this of anyone but you, cousin.
I am everyone's
I
cousin.
have news for Merin. Dark news. I fear I cannot bring myself to face him. Will you go in my stead?
Sure.
His brother
Man,
is
everyone's
dead.
a coward in this
It
town.
happened on the shore ways. We were fleeing the worm, and Cortez leapt before the beast's talons to shield us. I saw it. Saw him hurtling through the air. Saw him fall back to the ground. I did nothing. Just watched the poor man die.
Exactly what were you going to do?
I cannot face Merin for the shame of it. He deserves to know what happened, but please go and tell him.
Yeah, sure, I'll go tell him. I will tell Marin. Where did the other guy go? Oh well, whatevs.
So how many quests do you have left?
Oh, quite a few actually.
Oh, speaking of quests, do you want to know some important details about quests and things?
Depends on what you're talking about, like mechanics of how they work, or...
This area.
Hang on one second.
I confess it. I took the father's book from the chapel. I
Okay.
tried to go back and find the book,
Uh-huh.
but I was in such a panic as I ran.
Yes.
I just wanted to look at it. Just curious is all.
Mhm.
Forgive me. I cannot remember where I lost it.
Okay.
I thought to steal a glance and then return it, but the dragon came and I dropped it as I ran. Cor, what am I to say to him now?
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing in there that suggests where he might have been.
Talk to him again?
That's all he ever says.
'Twas me. I confess it.
Uh,
I took the father's book from the
That's
chapel.
me, I confess that I took
tried
the
to go
book from the
back and
chapel.
find
I
the
tried to go back and
But I
find
was
the
in
book.
such a panic as I ran.
Okay, do you just want me to
look
tell you
at
where it is?
Just curious is all. Forgive me.
Why
I
not?
dropped.
Because otherwise it's just going to be me
Not
searching
included.
everywhere.
So, past the boy, you know that rock wall there?
This rock wall.
Yes. Climb on top of it.
Uh-huh.
And go forward a bit down that little pathway. Don't drop down.
Okay.
It's on one of the rooftops nearby.
Okay, I would never have found it.
How did you find it,
Good Lord.
Cat?
Huh?
How did you find it?
I actually missed this quest the first couple of times I played this game.
So just
There-
trial and error?
That's the thing.
Oh, I see.
I found it while I was exploring on one. on one playthrough.
Yeah. See, these kind of quests, I don't
There
begrudge.
are not many of these.
I was gonna
If
say I don't begrudge the game for
Shall
really
we
putting them
report
in
you?
there, but it's like, you know, who would have ever found that book unless they just spent hours searching for it? Whee.
The more important question is, why is it on a roof?
Well, that's probably where he
Because-
went to go take a look at. I mean, that part makes sense, sure, but I mean, it's like the chances of me finding that book without hours of searching is low, very low. I would have wished they, like a simple hint of I believe I was on a rooftop somewhere would have been sufficient.
Where did you find it? I'm glad it's found, but see it back to the farm. Thank you.
Yes, yes, I will see it back to the. By the way, I probably should not walk around with my weapons drawn. I am sorry. I'm glad that this game takes that into account.
Would that the prophecy had been a bit more.
Yeah, well, I'll wait until you're done talking.
Does this game actually allow you to roleplay, or is it just roleplaying in the sense that you make your character and are able to level them up? That's actually a good question. Like, how... Like, I'm assuming this game is not going to... It's not like Mass Effect, where I can roleplay a character and my decisions will have profound impact on the story. I think it's much
You
more
have
like...
no decisions in this game.
Yeah, the roleplay will probably just be mostly in my head and what I do.
Right.
Which is, you know, it is what it is.
A lovely chapel.
And the game actually tries to force you into certain roles and positions if you meet certain characters and do their quests.
But now, just as others have come to rely upon me,
And
it's
it
a
does
shame
this via
I
the
cannot
romance
think
mechanic.
straight.
Let me give you this thing.
The scriptures. You
Take a
found
look at
them.
those.
Oh, Maker be praised.
You're welcome.
I cannot thank you enough. Truly, the people of Cassidus are a good-hearted bunch. Now I can once more offer proper prayer, but I have dallied long enough.
Like, to me, technically, I don't consider, and this is just me, I don't consider this game an RPG. Now, I would consider it it's from what I've seen so far, a very well-made action-adventure game, a free-roam sandbox game.
Yes.
But to me, RPG implies my character can make choices. I can play the role of a character and watch the world around me react to that role in some way, shape, or form. To me, lists, items, and inventory do not an RPG make. Of course, you know, the people who would cry bloody murder when I tell them that Final Fantasy X is not an RPG. Well, I will fully admit this though. That is only my definition, and that it's really hard to define RPG, and that the name for that genre literally is JRPG, so it's kind of hard to say it's not an RPG, even though I don't think it's an RPG.
I'm not gonna get into that debate
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah, but no, but I mean, here's the thing. I fully make the concession that if someone were to say, you know, if I played Final Fantasy X, it's an RPG, I can't really tell them they're wrong. I can't. It's that's the name of the genre. Whether I agree with the name or not does not change the fact that that's its name. Like, you know, this guy's name is George. I may not think his name should be George, but it's George. So
Pablo. Close.
Pablo. I'm sorry. Oh God, I was wrong all the time.
What this game is a
I have been as you picking flowers
beautiful love child
just be
between
cautious.
the
The monsters
concepts
grow bolder
of
by night.
Monster
If you
Hunter
run,
and the
I do not
concepts
fancy
of
the
Dark
thought of you
Souls
going off when you're
and
out.
Demon Souls.
But if you come by the inn, you can always
Never
rest. What
actually
can I do
played
for
Monster Hunter, but I've heard good things about it.
It is a grind fest, and you would like hate
you?
it.
Seem tired, cousin. Come rest
Grinding
up.
is all you do. It is for the pleasure of grinding.
So be it.
Oh. Well, I thought it had really interesting boss fights and stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, everything is a boss fight,
So
but
many beds.
it basically boils down to get the right technique to stun or capture the monster, fucking chop its tail off, fucking chop it all the way off. Like,
I see. You know what? I paid 50 gold. I'm taking the food. I consider that part of my breakfast. You know what? I'm actually going to go continue the story and try and get my main pawn so that I can get rid of Rook over here. Not that you're not splendid and all, but yeah.
Aww.
what was I talking about before we got on this subject?
Delicious aroma.
You said it's a love child between Monster Hunter and Dark Souls.
No, before that even.
West?
Punches? Like you fruit punch?
Oh, quests.
Yes, quests.
You can miss quests in this game and make quests uncompletable by progressing through the story too much.
Ooh. Got it. So it's definitely one of those things.
To the
Complete your
encampment.
plate before you
This
move
path
on.
should see us there.
Complete your plate before you move on, and you can't do some quests after a certain part of the story has, like, you can't even accept them.
Got it. Think like Mass Effect 3. After you hit a certain checkpoint, certain quests just aren't even offered anymore.
The game's plot is divided into several stages.
Mm-hmm.
And these stages have certain cutoff points for things like, at the end of this stage, the romance partner is selected. At the end of this stage, these quests become unavailable, etc. And they're not really all that many quests that completely just die, but there are some really.
Is it fairly obvious that I'm about
No.
to complete a part of the story?
Not really, no.
A goblin!
Alright, good.
I mean, it goes on the way it goes on. Like, you get sent places, you do things, and things happen.
Excuse me, I was trying to shoot that goblin. Wow. Are there critical hits? I think I just shot him in the face and it did more damage.
I think there are weak. Yeah, there are weak spots.
Interesting.
There are weak spots and weaknesses.
Alright, let's go try and get our main pot. Well, I'll kill the goblins on the way here, because, you know, leveling. I do like the idea that this world is not leveled to you. I think too many games do that these days. I like the idea of going into an area and going, oh my god, everything here is way too dangerous for me. I should probably come back later.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my biggest gripes with Oblivion, Skyrim, and the like, is that no place is too dangerous, because every place is something you can handle. I don't like that. It doesn't make the world feel... I was going to say real, but I'm not really sure real's the right word. It doesn't make the world feel dangerous.
Hold on. You have played millions of RPGs?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Apparently he has.
He's also 860,000 years old, so...
Okay.
And has a time
from the
machine to get such
future.
RPGs, yeah.
He must have like 3 TVs and he just plays them all at the same time with like a toe, a foot, his nose, and a hand.
Genius. I didn't say I played them well.
I mean, does it
Anyway,
count?
so yeah, it is possible to miss quests completely, and it is possible to make quests incompletable, in which case the game will notify you that you fucked up. And yeah. So
I will do my best to look out for those things. I'm sure that'll happen anyway. I'm sure I'll screw something up somewhere, but at least now it won't be a surprise to me. I'll be able to be like, oh, well, I screwed up, not, what happened?
well, it's not that you screw up, it's that the game does not really tell you when I mean, there are a couple of events that are obviously like,
Don't
oh,
worry.
the big thing
I'm
is
here.
about to
This
happen,
path
and it's
should
gonna,
see us
whoa,
there.
oh my god. But it doesn't really, it's not that intuitive for most of
Rook?
the stages that are cutoffs.
For the love of God, Rook, shut
Oh god, you're doing it again, you're doing it again!
He won't stop talking!
You're such a terrible friend to him.
Squee, did you talk to that merchant when you saved him?
No, he disappeared.
Aw.
Yeah, he wasn't there. Now, I saved him at night, so I don't know if that makes a difference or
Maybe
whatnot.
he died.
Possible? But he just wasn't there.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was weird, too, because I was like, man, you know, if you save a guy's life, you expect him to just hang around and... What the... Okay, well, I'm impressed. I'm pretty sure he landed on his head. Maybe I've misjudged you, Rook.
Pawns are pretty hard-headed.
Apparently. I gotta go turn in the flowers.
We'd best find Merrin. Twill only get harder with time, Arisen.
All right. Flowers, flowers, flowers. It's over here somewhere.
I just realized my mic was muted. I need to roll out.
All right, sir.
Okay.
You look well.
You have
It's been
a
a
good
pleasure.
time. It has been a pleasure. We should do this
Bye.
again. Oh, and Monday we'll talk about the project.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, sir.
Bye.
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 All right. I know you were around here somewhere. I'll find you. I'll find you, lass.
So, about quests and doing the. Oh! Oh my God!
What?
Yes.
What?
Axion just offered me mount your friends.
Oh, I have no idea what that is, but that sounds
It's a
incredibly
wonderful
invasive.
game, and it's so stupid, and I love it.
That pawn will be looking to head
I've only seen it played.
It sounds incredibly invasive of people's personal spaces.
Yeah, it is though. It's basically a stacking game. You play as these men characters who wear like banana suits and their dongs spin around when you move their bodies.
Wow.
And so you move your character to a position and you freeze them in place, and then it's the next person's turn. And you go and you get on top of them, and you build a stack of people with swinging dongs, and it's just
Need medicine, cousin.
it's
Wow.
so
Bring the
great.
flowers for the compound
Wow.
quick as you can.
It's so great.
The mixture calls for 2 types of flowers. Speak to the.
All
I
right.
ask you.
Give your here's your flowers, lady.
Ah, brought the rest of them, have you?
It's
My
so
thanks,
stupid.
cousin. All that remains is to find some moon glow. A pinch mixed with these.
I have some moon glow. No, I have moon glow. I have moon glow.
Did it rot?
Wounded need medicine, cousin.
Oh, I don't know.
The
Or I may not have
mixture.
enough. I
ask
only
you
have
this.
one. Oh, I do have.
I
Ha-ha!
that's the one. You found it.
I just had to talk to her again.
Moon glow has grown rare in these parts of late. 'Tis
Yay, I did it.
good.
I'm a hero.
That's the both of them. In truth, I am surprised to see them got so quickly. I'll get to work directly. With luck, we'll have everyone back to health ere long. 'Tis your doing, cousin.
Yes.
I fear there's little I can offer you in thanks. Save this. Pray, take it. Now, to make some medicine.
What did she give me? A gem? A car? A brand new Oldsmobile? No, just some gold. And RC, whatever that is. Be honest with you, would have preferred the Oldsmobile.
Okay, so shit, I keep losing my train of thought. I'm running on so little sleep.
You were talking about quests, and then you were talking about swinging dongs. So I think that's where you got off.
Okay, so quests, and cutoffs, and forcing your character into roles. There are a lot of as far as the side quests go, and raising characters' affections through those side quests. There are a lot, it feels like, of female characters who the game has quests specifically set up to, like, put you in a romance with them, or force you into raising their affection high enough to get them to be your romance partner. There are a lot more. Actually, I don't think there are any men who have quests that you can do that with. So,
So here's a question: is it just I have to outright avoid those quests, or I can still complete them?
you can complete those quests, but the thing is, some of them take the characters away at the end, so you don't have the chance to punch the fuck out of them and get them to not like you.
Oh, I see. So I just have to make sure, do the quest, but make sure who I want is higher than they are.
That is almost not possible without copious amounts of grinding and gift giving. Grinding in a romantic sense.
Well, I can grind with the best of them, so if I need to, I can.
Yeah. But no, so what you have to do is you have to time the romances and the completion of these quests well enough so that you you can like and you can lower affection between phases of quests. Like, these aren't just a go do this thing, suddenly this character loves you. This is over time, tons and tons of affection being accumulated to the point where like they have just so much and you can't lower it.
I see. So I'll be able to see it coming. I'll be able to see, okay, this person's affection is getting way too high.
You'll after you meet the first person who they basically force you to do this with, or try to force you to do that, you can avoid some of these characters altogether.